What's good, YouTube? Zion Amari, Real Spit TV, and like always, let's spit that real, man. Now today we're gonna be breaking down Corey's last live show. He doubled down on the disrespect for Zoe, and he exposed more of his feminine traits and tendencies. So we're gonna be breaking down his hypocrisy, his contradictions, and all of the feminine behavior. So let's get it.
Hey, Darlene OGOTs, my man motherfucking Craig Fags. Marcus, you know Marcus. Hey.
I gotta address this. This brother Marcus looked like he snuck out the plantation just to do the show. his brother looked like he about to audition for the role of Chicken George in Roots 2021.
I'm just saying, man. Y'all, motherfucker, I encourage the fans to voice how they really feel. If you know anything about the 5150 show in the beginning, old girl Poetess and Zoe didn't like people saying stuff. They was like, they cursing and all like this. I used to be like, let the motherfuckers say what the fuck they want to say. So if last week I did something to make some people disappointed, let it out, nigga. I ain't tripping. I fuck with you. Somebody say Snack King forever, 5150.
I appreciate that. And, you know, it's good that you don't take shit too personally, at least not from the fans or from the viewers, because we definitely got a whole lot of shit to say. Let's get it.
Thanks, I love it. I just came from Atlanta, man. Shit, we was selling out shows, man. Real niggas and bitches know what it is, man. Even if they didn't agree with me, they still was like, nigga, get your crazy ass out of here, man. They fix that shit with Zoe and all that shit. But I'm saying, all you motherfuckers like, Corey, I'm not gonna watch you no more because of what you said. You bitch ass ain't got nothing to do. You gonna watch this hood shit.
That's true. I hate when people be saying that. Like, whenever people want to announce that they not gonna watch you no more, they just want some attention for real. Like, it's just okay if you're not gonna watch my shit no more, just leave. Like but are you announcing this shit? You ain't going nowhere, man. Get out of here.
Ain't nothing else to do, nigga. The world shut down. This is probably the most from the heart shows you can watch. Last week proved it. I mean, like, I was embarrassed a little bit because
Last week did not prove this is one of the most from the heart shows. This is one of the most from your feelings shows. So that wasn't about from the heart. That was just about you being in your feelings about the fact that Zoe didn't agree with you going in on Grady, and he called you out about the fact that you didn't keep the same energy with Stephen A. Smith.
I was worried about Marcus and Craig not having nothing to say. Why y'all didn't get in the argument, nigga? Hey, man.
Well, here's the thing. The reason I didn't get in it because it's years. Y'all got years before me. I don't know what y'all talk about when I'm not around. I don't really know what y'all been through, so I can't speak to that because I'm ignorant of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If y'all would have went fisticuffs, I'd have jumped in the middle and stopped that immediately.
And I can respect that. Like, if you don't know all the, backstory and all that, I can respect them brothers staying out of it. I still would have tried to tone it down and just like, all right, bro, we ain't gonna do this on there. Like, come on now, we ain't finna take the show there. Let's get back to the show, whatever. We can talk about this off camera. That's me personally. But I also get the perspective that I'm just gonna let these brothers handle that situation. I wouldn't have did it, but it is what it is.
Can't stop me, Craig.
I mean, I couldn't.
Craig, look, I'm fucking with y'all. Craig a motherfucking monster. I went to the gym with this nigga. I was like, God damn, Craig, yo, this shit.
Hey, but there's a nigga that put a video up that said I was a bitch for not stopping it. I just want to invite you to get ass whooping.
Right.
Don't call me a bitch publicly,
That's crazy.
nigga. I promise you. Man, if it's a way we can put it together, we can talk in person. Call me a bitch to my face, you whole ass nigga.
But you know what, Craig? I definitely understand you saying that because you ain't that nigga that motherfuckers could talk to like that.
No.
But listen, always remember, this is the internet.
Right.
This shit don't happen in real life like that.
That could have been
You know what nigga.
No, hell no.
But that could have even been a girl that was mad at you or herself
Right.
she didn't talk to or something. So you never know.
But amongst the men, when it's two OGs talking, like I'm at the age where I'm a G, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not an OG.
Yeah.
So when it's two OG niggas and they have a dispute, you gotta let that go. I can't step into that, man. That's beyond my pay grade.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm saying, y'all on the show. This is a show.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm shocked. Either Marcus or Craig was like, hey, nigga, fuck y'all doing cool out there.
I was holding this in. I was like, hey man, we supposed to be brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know when it, because every time I get ready to say it, y'all go up a notch. God damn,
I cracked a few jokes. I started talking about the skateboard with the steering
No,
wheel.
look, then I even tried moving to like just get attention like this one right here, just chop my head off. You gotta go deep, just go and leave. I was like, oh my God, I was just yawning. What the hell?
Well, it's like this, man.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna make fun of whatever the fuck happened. I'm gonna make fun of shit because that's what the fuck I do, man. This is my job is to talk shit, but I'm not necessarily trying to make nobody mad. But if you don't know the whole story, you know what I'm saying? It's like I understand why you feel the way you feel.
Yeah.
A lot of people do not know the whole story with me and Zoe. And like I said, I honestly wish Zoe the best.
Well, it's not necessarily about knowing the whole story. I mean, I get where Corey is coming from to a certain degree, but certain shit, it ain't got nothing to do with knowing the whole story. We saw sucker shit on your part. We saw feminine behavior on your part. That whether we know the whole story or not ain't gonna change that, bro. It's not. So I get that to a certain degree, but at the end of the day, what we saw is what we saw. And that was some sucker shit. Let's get it.
But I'm not shocked I didn't hear from him, and I'm definitely not shocked he's not here, because it is my opinion, when you expose people, they can't get over it. That's just my opinion. When you say some shit that motherfuckers really don't want out there, they get mad. And I'm not saying you're supposed to tell.
No shit, yeah. When you expose shit about people, they're gonna feel a certain type of way. Like, who doesn't know that? Like, your deepest, darkest secrets, if somebody came out and exposed it, you would feel a certain type of way about it. It ain't just gonna be it's the truth, it's the truth. That ain't, get out of here, bro. Like, that's some bullshit. You know damn well, if somebody exposed you, you would feel a certain type of way.
A lot of people don't know, man. Zoe beat up Aries. Aries filed suit. I had a lawyer. The lawyer couldn't get in touch with Zoe. I was like, well, maybe you're just missing him. When the lawyer couldn't get in touch with Zoe, I tried to get in touch with Zoe. And I said, Zoe, hey, man, help this lawyer out, man. Get back in touch with him or just write out a statement of what you think happened, because, you know what I'm saying, I got to handle my business with this Aries shit.
Right.
Zoe ducked it. He would not do nothing. And this is the most embarrassing shit. When my wife said to me, why won't he do it? I thought that was your friend. I was like,
now, that's some bullshit on Zoe part. I feel Corey on that. That's some bullshit on Zoe part. You beat this man up on my shit, and I'm getting sued behind it. Even though Corey got to take accountability for what he didn't do to avoid this situation, Zoe got to take accountability for what he did do to create this situation. So that's some weak shit on Zoe's part for not handling the lawyer situation. If Corey's telling the truth, that's some sucker shit for not handling the lawyer situation and leaving Corey out to dry on that.
what the fuck can I say? You know what I'm saying? This nigga won't do it.
Right.
And ever since then, I ain't gonna lie, my patience with him has been very low. I don't have patience for that. I'm like, nigga, you beat this nigga up, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I can sue you. But guess what? You ain't got nothing for me to sue for.
Now, with Corey just don't realize what he just did, and he did it on the last show. He just further exposed himself. And he did it like I said, he did it on the last show. He exposed the fact that he don't stand on the shit that he say. And he let shit linger. You let that shit linger. If y'all remember last week, this nigga talked all of that shit about, I would never let anything linger. Like, oh, that's the ultimate sin, letting shit linger. But nigga, you let this shit with Aries and the 20 racks and lawyer, that shit done lingered for years. Not days, not weeks, not months, but years. So again, this nigga is a hypocrite because he let shit linger when he said he would never let shit linger. Let's get it.
Freeze didn't even flinch. Me, I turned around at the nigga. Look, nobody says this nigga took his mask off and did this. Where I'm from, that's like, oh, what's up, nigga? You jumping back?
Because the nigga didn't do nothing. He pulled his mask down, but he didn't make no aggressive mannerisms or gestures as if he was going to do something to you. He didn't turn all the way around in his chair like he was about to get up. He pulled his mask down because he was getting excited and, that's it. But he didn't do nothing aggressive for you to say, I'm not Aries. Your ass just got a little shook because you know Zoe got a temper problem and you felt like he might do something. Point blank, period. Let's get it.
We've been fighting.
Right.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make my side right. I'm just saying, nobody, well, all the bitch niggas who motherfucking feel like I did so wrong,
You a bitch nigga if you feel like he did Zoe wrong. That's, real niggas is gonna agree with Corey, but only bitch niggas is gonna feel like you exposing certain shit that you claim you let go or you wasn't tripping off of is, only bitch ass niggas gonna feel like that's wrong. So, whatever.
Well, I ain't mad at you. That's your opinion. But where I'm from, when a nigga raise up, take his mask off, or if a nigga take his hat off, niggas be like, what's up, nigga? But this is my studio. I don't want to fight in here. I don't really want to fight ever. I'm an old nigga, to be quite honest.
Well, considering the fact that you an old nigga that don't want to fight, you might want to grow up and learn how to conduct yourself as an old nigga that don't want to fight. How the fuck is you super confrontational and super disrespectful and then gonna turn around and say, I'm an old nigga, I don't want to fight? Well, nigga, act like it. Niggas that don't want to fight, act like it. Niggas that don't want to fight have a certain type of energy. Niggas that don't want to fight don't say shit like it's on sight or don't say shit like I'm not such and such unnecessarily. They don't say shit like, oh, if I see him, I'll tell him to his face. If I see him in public. They don't use those type of terms and that type of lingo, and they don't say that type of shit because they know they don't want to fight. You a nigga that don't want to fight, but you talk like you want to fight. So you might want to check yourself if you really don't want to fight, my nigga. Let's get it.
Well, once you get a certain age, man, if you still out there fighting, man, you going to get hurt. You don't heal as quick. Even though I really don't feel like,
Oh my God.
I don't feel like that would have been a problem. But I'm just saying.
A nigga don't never feel like that would have been a problem until he see a motherfucker in public. Stephen A. Smith wouldn't have been a problem until he seen an All-Star Weekend. And then you want to smile and take pictures with a big-ass piece of chicken in your mouth. Like, get out of here, bro. You didn't think it was going to be a problem with Charles Barkley until you seen him at the airport, and then you took your ass to the other side of the airport. Get out of here, bro.
I ain't want to, man.
Nothing comes
I'm here in the studio.
Yeah.
I got shit to lose. Just like, you didn't fight Stephen A. Spears. I wanted to say, but I'll beat your ass, but I didn't say that. I actually watched myself. I was like, I did good.
Yeah, because you know this shit could have went somewhere else. You didn't say it because you know you don't want to fight. Get out of here. That's crazy.
Zoe has in movies, the dude with the dark voice, with the deeper voice, that's normally the bad guy. The guy with the higher voice is the good guy. And mentally we think that somebody good because they talk like this. And then the big black nigga like, hey, nigga, you look at the nigga like he bad. But that's not what's happening.
Oh, so basically we've been manipulated by Hollywood to think that because Zoe is light-skinned with a soft voice, that he's the victim in the situation. And because you dark-skinned with a deeper voice, you're the aggressor in the situation, as if we too dumb to critically analyze the situation that we all saw unfold and be able to come to the conclusion that you was on all bullshit. Again, this nigga is trying to manipulate the situation and reframe the narrative to make himself look less worse than he actually does, which is an insult to my intelligence. It's an insult to y'all. It's an insult to everybody's intelligence that's seeing this shit unfold. Let's get it.
So, I'm just saying, man. I knew Zoe wouldn't be here. I knew he was the weakest link. That was not something that was said out of frustration. You the weak?
It was definitely said out of frustration, and you knew he was the weakest link, and you knew he wouldn't be here, but you butthurt about it. If he's the weakest link, why does it matter that he's not here? Why do you care? He was the weakest link. That was him not showing up should have been considered a favor to you. If he cost you 20 racks, if he ducked the lawyer, he's the weakest link. All this shit that you said, why do you even care? Why are you even talking about the fact that he ain't there? Because you really bitter about the fact that he ain't there, and you're like a butthurt baby mama that ain't over her baby daddy. This is why you doing all the shit that you doing. This is why you talking about this nigga. Let's get it.
It's late, nigga. That's why Tommy Sotomayor got a story about picking you up with your daughter. Who the fuck, if I meet a nigga?
More female shit. He want to expose the fact that Tommy picked him up with his daughter. Like, he's trying to make him look bad. He's trying to make him look worse and worse and worse. If they would have patched the shit up, I guarantee you he would not be saying this shit about Zoe. If Zoe would have been sitting in that empty chair, he would not be exposing none of this shit. But because Zoe didn't come back, because that disrespect was too far, now he's going to expose him. This is what bitter ex-females do. This shit is crazy. Let's get it.
Nigga. And I'm not talking about Sotomayor. Because Sotomayor is what he is. He's going to do what he do. All I'm saying is the reason Sotomayor has a story about you is because you allowed that man around you and you didn't know him. Where I'm from, you just don't be quick to let niggas be around your intimacy, like your family and shit like that.
Where you from, you don't expose the fact that niggas is cheating on their wives and girlfriends and shit like that. This nigga always want to try to use where he's from to make somebody else look worse or to make himself look better or tougher or whatever. But when it comes to the sucking shit that he do, niggas is saying that, niggas from Chicago is saying that you making the city look bad, bro. And that's real talk. Niggas in my comment section said that. So don't bring up where you from no more. Because they feel like you making the city look bad. Let's get it.
How the fuck is a nigga picking up you while you with your daughter? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that? That's weak link shit, dog. Motherfuckers talk about I run away everybody.
You the only nigga in the crew that's gonna expose the fact that niggas is cheating on their woman. If that ain't weak link shit, I don't know what is. Get out of here, man. Let's get it.
Who's around me? Get the fuck out of here. Do you know how many motherfucking co-hosts Mr. Williams had? All them bitches gone. All them bitches gone.
What the hell is Mr. Williams?
I didn't want to call him the when I hit a lick nigga.
You talking about a show.
The when I hit a lick nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say, man. It's like, I understand the truth.
Shut up. Don't say shit. That's where you going wrong. You steady talking and running your mouth about shit that you don't need to be talking about and exposing. So it's not an issue of you don't know what to say. It's an issue of you don't know when to shut the fuck up and deal with shit behind the scenes. Let's get it.
And piss people off. And like I said, this all started back when I did a show where I fucked up and I was like, nigga, y'all know how it go. We all fuck bitches. I wish I would have never said that. I wish I would have never said that because I put both of them niggas on the spot in a way where they was frustrated.
Right.
No shit. You expose the fact that niggas is cheating on a woman. Who don't know, who didn't know that they was going to be butthurt about that? Who didn't know that they was going to be, feel some type of way about that? If you expose the fact that any nigga cheating on his woman, or if you expose the fact that any woman cheating on her man, you expose the fact that somebody is cheating, they going to feel a certain type of way about it. And that ain't no mistake. That's you exposing your character, your flaw-ass character. That ain't no damn mistake. I ain't never made that mistake in my life. Niggas I know ain't never made that mistake in their life. I don't know one person that ever made that mistake in their life, especially not a 52-year-old nigga that should know guy code. So get out of here.
They was man, and it never really went away.
It ain't gonna go away.
That's why I feel like Zoe.
It'll never go away because from that moment on, they realized you was a fuck nigga. And I can never do certain shit around you or, tell certain shit to you because you're going to expose my secrets that you should never expose. So, no shit.
Major bro code violation about talking about other bitches in front of, I agree. I agree. But what I tell you something, man, this is what my mistake was. I'm talking to average niggas about real nigga shit. It's just you might not understand that, but average niggas, they don't want their game put out there. I'm sorry, I don't want to be the nigga to bust your game out. You know what I'm saying? All you little average niggas who run average shit with your little average bitch, be down, nigga. I learned something right there that was, it was like I got knocked upside the head. Corey, you can't be saying that shit.
No shit. So this is an average nigga issue. So now this is a average nigga with average bitches issue. This ain't no universal guy code violation. This nigga has to reshape, what it is and frame a narrative that, it's average niggas and bitch niggas that have a problem with what I did. But I don't give a fuck whether a nigga work a 9 to 5 or he's a billionaire. If you expose the fact that he cheating on his woman, he's going to have a serious problem with that. But according to Corey, that's an average nigga with average bitches problem. Get out of here, my nigga. Stop it.
You put all the average niggas on blast, and most niggas is average, so I had most niggas mad at me.
Right.
So the nigga that was playing for the Lakers, what was his name? Swaggy P, whatever that dude name was that was going out with Iggy Azalea, when his teammate exposed the fact that he was cheating on her, he didn't have a problem with that, and he's a Laker. He's an NBA player. You don't get no more, go in the room, man. I'm doing a video. You don't get no more above average than being in the NBA. So get out of here with that average nigga shit. You can't reframe this shit to make it yourself look better. It's not gonna work, bro. Stop it. That's major guy code violation. Just take that shit on the chin. See, I did some fuck nigga shit, some bitch nigga shit, some hoe ass nigga shit, and keep it pushing.
But I understand why you mad and it's bro code shit and all that. Yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I be around other niggas who motherfucking talk and do things differently when I am around niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know what it is. I apologize to all you niggas who game got busted out with what I said. I'll make sure I keep that low for you so your shit ain't fucked up.
Now it's a joke. It's funny. You being a bitch ass nigga, it just shows how weak everybody else is. Like, this nigga is wild for this shit.
These motherfuckers ain't on shit. I mean, nigga, I know what I'm doing. The shit was uncomfortable last week because if that nigga would have acted like he was raised up to me, it would have went bad.
Yeah.
No, the shit was uncomfortable because you was acting like an emotional female in her feelings over some bullshit. And you started exposing unnecessary shit because you got called out on your bullshit. That's why it was uncomfortable. Stop trying to paint a totally different narrative when we saw what happened. That shit was cringy because all of that shit you did on camera should have been conversations off camera. Let's get it.
That's a good question. Would I do anything different? I'm trying to think, like, what could I do different?
The fact that you 52 years old and you don't know what you could have or should have did different is utterly ridiculous. How about not doing this shit on camera in front of hundreds of thousands of people? Like, that's a simple question with a simple answer. Would you do anything differently? If your ass had to apologize to everybody at the end of the show, common sense tells you you should have did some shit differently. Let's get it.
I'm open for suggestions, especially from people who know me. Craig, Marcus, Darlene, all y'all been to my crib before. I've been around.
Nigga, ego is crazy. I'm open to suggestions.
Suggest stuff. I'll listen.
I mean, maybe.
But the fans, I encourage y'all to say what y'all want to say because, you know what I'm saying? Somebody say, Corey, you 100 on the G side of the game, my opinion. And you and so are a great yin-yang combo.
Okay.
Hope you leave the door open for Zoe, because we love what y'all brought to the world. That's G shit, Michael Hopkins. And the door is open. I said that last week, didn't I?
So the door is open, but you got on the shirt that says, I'm gonna pay you back when I hit my lick, and you talking bad about the nigga and steady exposing him while talking about the door is open. What kind of bipolar, dysfunctional, toxic shit is that? Like, in what world, in your head does that equate to the door being open while you doing this shit? It'd be one thing if you was apologizing and trying to make shit right as best as you could, but no, you doubling down on the disrespect and exposing even more shit to make Zoe look bad. But the door is open, fucking retarded.
I think y'all niggas should thumb wrestle.
Thumb wrestling.
Get it out, man. Thumb wrestle, nigga. Do some thumb ups for like 2-3 months. I don't ever want to see y'all niggas fight straight up and down.
I don't want to see us fight either.
I don't ever want to see that.
But you steady doing the shit.
The reason I asked you if there's something...
You don't want to see y'all fight, but you took shit there on the last show, and you doubling down on this show, but you don't want to see y'all fight. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, you niggas defending Corey. Please make that make sense for me. Make that make sense. How does this nigga not want to fight, but he's going in on Zoe? Please.
Do different, because, I mean, fuck it. I said it on my show. I was like, the difference between us and regular people, especially when you're honest and you're a comedian, is we allow you to see our struggles on camera.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't see your struggles. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody that got an opinion about what happened in the world of comedy, this is common. And in the world of men, this is common for niggas to get into it and fall out or whatever you want to call it. I really don't consider it, fall out. It just is what it is, nigga.
Right.
So,
This shit is not common in my world. Maybe in the world of comedy, but this shit is not common with me and my homeboys and my associates. This shit is not common. This shit is ridiculous, especially for niggas this old. Get out of here.
yeah, just feel blessed that we allowing you to have an opinion on something we going through.
But Craig, let me ask you something. How many people on your show?
Well, you ain't letting us have an opinion, brother. We saw it unfold and we have an opinion. We're entitled to our opinion, so nobody can let us have an opinion. How are you letting us have an opinion? That don't make sense. Like, that was ridiculous. But I ain't trying to shit on Craig. Shout out to Craig. He seemed like a real cool brother. But that didn't make sense. Let's get it.
It'd be a lot of us, 4-5.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. What you're doing with them people is allowing them to be seen. And in Hollywood, it's a blessing if somebody allows you on their platform.
Right.
When that man said to me something about what I did for RZA and didn't do for him, it made me even madder because for 10 years, nigga, you've been on my platform. What the fuck more could I do in Hollywood? You can't do nothing more than let a nigga be on your platform.
And what Corey is exposing is the fact that he thinks just like them Hollywood niggas that he criticized. Now, he does have a point to a certain degree that when you have a decent platform and you allow people on your platform, that is promoting they shit to a certain degree. Because I didn't agree with Zoe when he said you held up RZA's book, but you don't hold up my book. RZA was a one-time guest. So yes, Corey is going to hold up RZA's book because RZA ain't going to be on his show continuously to promote his own book. But you are on his show frequently, and he lets you promote whatever on his platform. So I feel Corey on that to a certain degree. But on another level, what Corey is saying, how he feels is, since I let you on my platform and I'm bigger than you, you got to take whatever the fuck I dish out. And that's how niggas in Hollywood think. That's how niggas in the industry think. They feel like being around me allowing you to associate yourself with me is a blessing to you. So whatever bullshit that I'm on, whatever disrespect that I dish out, whatever I do to you that's scandalous, you should take it and just be appreciative of the fact that I let you be around me and I let you on my platform. That's what he's saying on a certain level.
Kevin Hart got all kind of shit going on. Anything he do to allow niggas to get on his platform is a blessing.
Right, yeah.
Jay Leno let me do the Tonight Show. It was a blessing. That's a big platform.
Yeah.
I have had Zoe on my platform since I started it. And you walk out the door like that? Now,
yeah, because you disrespected him. You tried to emasculate him. You tried to expose him in front of hundreds of thousands of people. So yes, don't expect everybody to kiss your ass or just take whatever abuse or disrespect you feel like dishing out and just accept it and keep coming back just because you gonna extend your platform to them. See, he is the type of person that surrounds himself with people that he feels are flunkies, and he expects them to be just like Hollywood flunkies, because he's a Hollywood, I don't want to say failure, he's somebody that didn't go as far in Hollywood as he probably wanted to. So to feel bigger and better about himself, he associates himself and surround himself with people that he feel like is not on his level. And y'all got to be my cronies because I allow y'all to be on my platform and associate yourselves with me. That's crazy as hell.
Saying nothing to nobody. But you know what I'm saying? That to me, I'm like, nigga, what more could I do for you, nigga?
Right.
I drive you to motherfucking Oakland, let you sell your book, buy you hotel room, and don't ask you for a dime. Who the fuck does that?
And again, he wants to expose every little thing like a female. And that's what females do. To make you look like less of a man, they want to expose every little thing. And he's talking about the door is open, and you want to talk about all of this extra shit that don't need to be talked about in front of y'all's audience. And you want to, this shit is crazy.
Who the fuck does that? Most motherfuckers be like, all right, you can go out there, you just got to give me a percentage or whatever. I ain't do that. I wanted to see the nigga bubble. If you on my show for 10 years and you can't bubble, nigga, what the fuck can I do for you?
Right.
Ooh. Them people on your show, like, first of all, let me explain something to you. Craig has his own show. Craig, in my opinion, is going to be a great Hollywood producer. The nigga is bubbling from this. Marcus, I watch what you do, and people watch you too. Because it's something about you that people look at as genuine. Now, that's my opinion. That's why they fuck with you, Marcus. A lot of people know you and like you. That's why they fuck with you. Anybody stand D? Let me address the D shit. D and me argue all the motherfucking time, and I don't think it's ever gonna stop. If I talk to her too long, I'm gonna argue with her.
Oh, yes.
But ever since I started my own show, she been right there, and along the motherfucking way, real shit that happened. Right. And you know what I'm saying? We motherfuckers watch what happened with the dynamics of a man and a woman around each other, and we form our opinions. Right. It's cool to do that. But bottom line, if I get into an argument with D, I don't believe that's the end of us. That's the end of the motherfucking show with D on there. Man, D don't get along on certain shit. When D talk, my stomach start hurting.
That's all them goddamn snacks you just got.
Well, for one, you didn't disrespect D to the extent that you disrespected Zoe. You didn't expose shit about D the way you did with Zoe. So you can't even compare that. It's two totally different levels. So that ain't on point.
Hey, I believe you. But I ain't finna bail out on D. D been with me since the day one when it jumped off.
You would have no reason to bail out on D because she didn't do you the way you did Zoe. As a matter of fact, you turned up on D. Whether she was low-key hating or not, that was unnecessary for you to turn up on her like that in front of the audience. So again, is levels to everything. So you can't compare the situation with you and D to the situation with you and Zoe. Two totally different situations. And Zoe is a man.
Like, I gave that man a lot of my life. I gave that man.
He sound like a female. He sound like ex-wife. I gave that man a lot of my life. You knew this dude for 10 years. Let's get it.
I let that man come on my show, and then we drive to Phoenix, and Zoe rolled with me, and I got Zoe a hotel room, and let him sell his books, brought him on stage, everything.
I don't know, I had to drive by myself with all the gear.
That's what's up. But considering the fact that you exposing all of this to the world, it kind of takes away from it. And Corey strikes me as one of those people that do shit for you, but they take mental note of everything that they can use against you just in case they feel the need to expose you. And you got people like that. You got people that do favors for you and all kind of shit. And as soon as y'all relationship go left, they want to expose it to the whole world. And that, to me, everything you done did for them is undone. If you could just gonna try to turn around and use it against them, like, that's crazy.
No, I volunteered.
Did Zoe have a car back then?
I can't remember. I don't know. I just know that I took all the shirts and stuff.
We used to put Zoe in a cab to come to the show, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying.
Why is that necessary for everybody to know? Why does everybody need to know you put Zoe in a cab? Okay, you put Zoe in a cab. Why is that necessary for you to divulge to the audience? Because you are a butthurt ex. You have the same energy of a butthurt ex. You're going to expose every little thing because he left you. But if he would have stayed, if he would have came back, none of this shit would be coming out. It would just be a regular show, or they would, be laughing and joking about what happened last week. But I guarantee you he would not be exposing all this shit.
For you to say, I ain't do nothing for you? Nigga, we used to drive you down here in a cab. And I used to drop you off at the crib, nigga. Then the donations came in and you got a car, nigga. What? Don't ever say, I ain't that motherfucking nigga. I'm that nigga for real, nigga. But it's like somebody said, man.
You a bitch-ass nigga for real.
I'm not cut like everybody. I can be looked at as a villain because I say what the fuck I say. But it ain't me trying to hurt nobody. It's me just speaking on what it is. Nigga, if you poke the bear, you gonna get it. Don't poke the bear.
And what did he do to poke the bear? And he's telling you that he's only exposing all of this shit because he's mad that Zoe didn't take his side in a Grady situation, and he said you don't stand on what you say, which is true. This nigga don't stand on what he say, and he's proving it right now.
And Craig, wait till Corey turn on Craig.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. That's what I didn't know. I didn't like I said, I don't know you and Zoe's history, so I don't know whether y'all was friends or just co-workers. You see what I'm saying?
I tried to be his friend, but when he left me hanging after that Aries shit, and my wife was like, wait, aren't you and Zoe friends? And I just, when that nigga wouldn't help me with this shit to try to make sure Aries fire is put out.
Yeah.
And this is the thing with this whole Aries situation. Let's get this shit clear. This nigga Corey did not have a problem with Zoe putting hands on Aries until after the lawsuit came. Keep in mind, this nigga added a whole little clip to the end of that video with him with the punching bag, making fun of the Aries situation. We hitting the punching bag. Shut up, nigga. You antagonized Aries at the end of the episode. Then this nigga went on TMZ with Zoe and was going in on Aries on TMZ. TMZ is one of the biggest outlets in the world. So don't try to make yourself seem like a victim because Zoe didn't help you put out the fire, the Aries fire, when your ass poured gasoline on the fire. At the end of the day, since you want to talk all of this boss shit, you a boss, I'm a boss. Okay. Well, as a boss, you should have knew, damn, this is my studio. This is my place of business. Since Zoe put hands on him, hell, before Zoe even put hands on him, you should have tried to defuse that situation. You saw when it got serious. Even before it got serious, you know the type of dude that Aries is because you even said on that show, Aries is a lot to deal with. Okay, if you knew Aries is a lot to deal with and you knew Zoe has a temper problem, then why weren't you proactive in making sure there was not an altercation? Okay, let's say you missed that. Let's say you didn't think about that. Cool. When you seen Zoe turn around and tell Aries to shut the fuck up and you seen how serious Zoe was, why didn't you try to intervene? Because your ass was trying to milk the situation and exploit the situation for views, which is why you added the clip at the end with the punching bag, which is why you took your ass on TMZ, because you tried to exploit that situation for views. So don't turn around and try to play victim when a lawsuit comes. I don't feel sorry for you, my nigga, because you had a lot of accountability in that situation too. You got a lot of accountability. So don't try to put it all on Zoe. Zoe got to take his part because he put hands on Aries. But your hands ain't clean in this situation either. Because truth be told, Aries would have let that shit go had you not antagonized him. You added a whole clip at the end of the video. You took your ass on TMZ. You said you wanted to whoop Aries' ass. After that, Aries like, fuck this, I'm suing this nigga. So get out of here, bro.
Like this bitch ass nigga. Man, I never could forgive it. I ain't even gonna lie. That's why.
That's the same way Aries felt when he felt like y'all was cool, y'all was colleagues. And then he said on Drink Champs, and I might do a whole another video just on that episode, that show where Zoe put hands on Aries, breaking that shit down. But Aries said on Drink Champs, Corey had one tone after the situation happened. Then he talked to him a few days later, and Corey's whole energy was different. And he was like, well, you was tripping and you was drunk and yada, yada this and yada, yada that. And then you antagonizing it and put gas on the fire. That's what made Aries sue.
I'm glad it's out there in the open, man. And I don't know if he'll ever admit it, but nigga, let me tell you something. Don't act like I'm lying on you, boy. Because I got some text messages that'll shut you the fuck up.
Nigga, saving text messages like a straight hoe. That's what females do. They keep receipts. When was the last time you seen it? Man, let's get it.
I don't be lying on niggas. That's another thing, man. Motherfuckers act like I be capping all the time. I don't be capping on niggas.
Yeah.
This shit happened, niggas. Oh, I got the text strand. Don't fuck with me. Don't say I'm a liar. Nigga, shit.
But the door is open.